Okay, you know what some crazy shit is?
What?
Okay, the Nelk boys interviewed Benjamin Netanyahu.
The who?
Do you know anyone in that phrase I just met?
Nope.
Do you know who Netanyahu is? Huh?
No, I just said I don't know who nothing. What none of that is.
Someone.
Israel and people aren't happy.
Okay, let's see.
Massive day for the unemployed. The Nelk boys just had on Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, and people aren't happy.
We just should not be doing this.
Well, we're too far too gone.
Here we have the Prime
Hold on,
Minister.
let's look at the likes versus
Just
dislikes.
had on Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, and people aren't happy.
We just should not be doing this.
Well, we're too far too gone.
Here we have the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu.
And the comments are cooking them. Unsubscribe. This was pitched to Netanyahu like this. Don't worry, these guys are idiots. You can use their platform to push whatever propaganda you want. They won't push back on anything. You guys didn't even question him once. This is crazy.
One of the most, if not the most controversial.
Okay, so this is the full send. This is the podcast here. Okay, and you better believe there's a lot of dislikes on this shit, for sure.
Okay.
So this big talk in YouTube, right? So as you know,
Nelk boys.
as you know, the Nelk boys, super popular influencers. They own the brand, the Happy Dad. Like on their mic, that's their brand, Happy Dad.
Okay.
So they do well. These dudes rich as fuck. They even they had Trump too, right? Because they Trump's boys. Anyway, they had on Benjamin Netanyahu. Dog, people have a fucking problem with that, you know?
Who?
Look at unsubscribed, 22,000. Let's look at the comments. We can just go to the comments for a second. Unsubscribed, 22,000. This was pitched down here like these boys, don't worry, these guys are idiots. You can use their platform to push whatever you want. They won't push back on anything.
Holy moly.
I miss when YouTube used to show dislikes. Me too, I miss that too. In Gaza, kids are dying from hunger and bombs. The priority is what sauce Netanyahu likes on his burger. History won't forget the level of detachment.
Damn.
No, but see, okay, but
What is this interview even about?
okay. So let's go back. Okay. Okay. Right now.
Zutera
Right
said,
now-
how did they land this interview?
Because they connected. They like red pill guys. They super connected to Trump. And a lot of people in his administration are extremely pro-Israel, right? But even amongst people who are very pro-Israel, a lot of guys have a problem with what's going on now. Because the people in Gaza are legitimately starving.
Yeah, they're fucked up.
And whenever aid comes in, these dudes shooting at them and bombing them and shit like that. So a lot of countries want Israel to pull back. But the country who calls the most shots in anything in the world is the United States of America.
Okay.
Who is very pro-Israel. Let me show you how crazy this is. Okay. The International Criminal Court. Now hold on. Again, I am neutral. I just telling you the facts as they are. The International Criminal Court has charged Netanyahu as a war criminal. And upstairs, you know what I mean? They won't put him on trial as a war criminal, right? He's the Prime Minister of Israel. Okay? So they won't put him on trial. So Trump sanctions the dudes who are involved in the International Criminal Court, right? To just show that, hey, we protect Israel. Here's the kicker with that. One of those dudes, his email was a Microsoft email, right? And as a result of him being sanctioned, then Microsoft would have to go in and block his email because you're not allowed to use anything American.
Got you.
We can't sell to you if you're sanctioned, right?
Right.
That one act has now made Europe go like, okay, we can't be using this American tech.
Damn, so now the whole tech industry is fucked?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because because if these dudes do this, then we're fucked. You see that shit? Like, dude, like, every little thing in the world that a president does has far-reaching effects that you gotta fucking think about, you know what I mean? I get he could have put pressure on the International Criminal Court, but sanctioning some of them dudes, because I guarantee you Microsoft was going, oh fuck.
No,
because
they had the whole country.
Because they had to do it, right? Mm-hmm. But now all those people will no longer use Microsoft or any of the American brands when it comes to email, because America can control that now. So we losing control by trying to make these dudes bow down. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy shit like that. And so a lot of dudes, even in Israel, have an issue with Benjamin Netanyahu because they think that he's going too far. Mm-hmm. Even now, he would like to bomb Iran again because he feel we didn't get everything. Dog, this is a fucking crazy world. You know what I mean? Look, Israel should have a right to defend itself. However, the Palestinians should also have a right to fucking live and eat and survive. You know? It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. Yeah, but them going and interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu probably was not the brightest of ideas. You know what I mean? He used these guys because he knew they were in over their heads. Just another evil pathetic tactic by our greatest ally. And like I said, this page, these guys, these red pill dudes, so they hardcore MAGA. Like the comments are not a bunch of liberals. This is a mix of people, you know. Currently 125,000 dislikes. If anyone's curious, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Jesus, yeah.
Israeli jails any Palestinians that try to collect rainwater just to drink.
I mean, like I say, this probably wasn't a good one. If I interviewed Benjamin Netanyahu, I mean, a lot of people would watch the show, right? But after that, I'd be fucked. So you want to stay out of those big battles, you know, because success hard to get, and if you get successful, protect that shit by who you interview. You know what I mean? I'll give you another example of this in the real world happening was when there was a late night show called the Arsenio Hall Show. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. And then he interviewed Louis Farrakhan. Mm-hmm. And then that was the end of the show. That was the end of the show after that because I mean he was saying because Farrakhan, I mean some people like him, some people don't, but he had a lot of anti-Semitic shit and this and that, you know, stuff that people viewed as extremely racist and stuff like that.
And they're like giving him a platform.
Yeah. So dog, like he didn't need to interview him. The show was hot. It was happening. You don't fucking need to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. You wanted, you know, so that just backfired.
That's why I say just don't get politically involved at all whatsoever.
I mean, you could if you like politics, just get in. Like with this show,
but
like,
not if you're like an influencer.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like with Tipsy Bartender, because
you stay neutral for a reason, right?
Yeah, not necessarily because I'm the bartender, and in the bar. You can serve Republicans, you can serve Democrats, you can serve the far right, you can serve the far left. Mm-hmm. You know, this one can be trans, this one can be anti-trans and straight. Like you just roll with everybody, you know what I mean? I don't care, you know? Do what you gotta do. But all of you at the end of the day should understand you're all Americans on the fucking same team. But we're not like that right now. Like these dudes legitimately want to kill each other.